Hey friends, what's going on there? This is David Potts with Song Notes, and today I'm going to teach you how to play the song Family is Family by Kacey Musgraves. So this is a fun little song. You only need a handful of chords, and there's this really great little acoustic riff she does in the verses of this song that really caught my ear, and that combined with the songwriting and the great lyrics just made it one that really sunk its claws into me. Had to learn it, and I wanted to teach you this because I couldn't really find any good lessons for this online, so here I am making one for you in case you too want to play this song. Okay, so first up, I'm going to look at the capo that's on the 5th fret. And the quick note here is that that's how she plays it. And that's how I recommend playing it because it lets you use easy chords. And also it lets you learn the riff the exact way she learns it. So that's how I'm going to be teaching it. So I'm going to start with these intro chords. It's a C and an A minor. Okay? If you don't know these chords already, these are two standard open chords you need to know when you start playing guitar. And the great part about these is basically you're only moving one finger as you transition between the two chords. So you have the C, and then you have an A minor, and all you're doing is lifting up your ring finger from the 5th string to the 3rd string, okay? So study these chords if you don't know them yet. Now you take these chords, and for the intro, what we're going to do is use a strumming pattern that looks like this. So this strumming pattern is characterized by having accents on the 2 and the 4 count, okay? So basically, if we were to do a simple version, it would be down, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I really want you to feel that pulse on the 2 and the 4, especially when you're listening to the song. If you're practicing this, just listen along and you can sort of strum on your lap or something, or just strum along while it's playing and you can kind of feel that pulse. And that's really important because when you add in the additional strums, which would be down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Even though we're going down, 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 up, the accents on that 2 and the 4 count, you really want to make sure still are there, okay? So if we were to take that strum and take those intro chords, which are the C and the A minor, it would sound like this. Now, going a little bit fast there, but it's down, 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 up, down, up, 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 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and... Okay, it's really important you sort of get that because you're going to use that for the entire song, all the verses and all the choruses. If you're having trouble with that sort of strumming pattern I showed you, just stick to all down strums, but try to get that accent on the 2 and the 4. Basically, that's the intro you hear. It's just C and A minor. You're going back and forth about 4 times. Now let's move into the verse of this song, okay? So there's 2 new chords we're going to need, which are a D minor. Okay, so that's open, 2nd, 3rd, 1st on the thinnest 4 strings. And then we'll need a G chord, which is 3rd, 2nd, open, 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 3rd. Okay, that's a G. Now in this verse though, if you're going to do the riff, you're actually not going to play the G. I'll get to that in a second. But basically, if you just wanted to do a strummy version of this, here is what the first verse would look like. You have the lyrics and you have the chords. So basically you're going to be on C for 4 measures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, D minor. 4 measures. And then the G would be here for 4 measures, but the riff will take its place. And then C back to A minor, okay? That's the end of the riff, or the end of the verse, all right? Okay, so that's the sort of structure of the verse, nothing too crazy or complicated there. But let's look at that riff, because this is really the fun part of the song, in my opinion. So here's the tab for the riff, and basically in the verse, you're gonna play this over top of the G chord. Like you're not gonna play the G, you're just gonna go. Okay, now I have some slides in there, I'm going to explain those, but really what I want to start teaching this riff is by the fact that you don't need to do those slides. You could play it like this. Okay, one more time. Okay, now the slides have a couple interesting points about them, and by the slides I mean these notes in the tab. What they do is they add a cool sort of audio quality to those notes where they're kind of sliding up to their final destination. All right, so listen to this. This is the slide version. Okay, so let me teach you that. Break it down. Basically, we're going to use our index finger on this sort of 1st fret of the 2nd string. That's our root, that's C. And then we're going to go to open B string, which is B, and then we're going to use our middle finger on the 3rd string, on the 2nd fret, and then we're going to go from 2nd fret to the 4th fret, okay? And remember, all these frets are relative to the capo. So the capo is 0, 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. So that's a good little phrase to practice first. These are the first 4 notes. And once you get that, sort of add on a few more notes. Let's go. All right, that's the first 6 notes. And anytime you're learning a phrase like this, or a riff like this, you want to break it into phrases, sort of digestible phrases. You don't want to have to worry about teaching yourself the entire thing all at once, because that's kind of a lot to take on. Break it in half. Break that half into half. Just break it into phrases that are natural, that come to you easily. Take it slow, right? And then after that first half, we're going to sort of come back up to that 2nd fret of the 3rd string, go to open 3rd string, and then we're going to go with, I recommend using your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, and go from 3rd fret to 5th fret, but we're going to slide. And then we kind of go back to the 3rd fret, and then play it open, so. Final note will be I like to do a hammer-on from the open to 2nd fret on that 4th string. Okay, so in whole we have. Okay, and then the next challenge is to sort of naturally bring this back into strumming of the C. So. And the final thing I have to teach you here is the chorus of this song, which looks like this. So it's basically, the new chord here will be F. Now instead of doing a full normal bar chord of F, what you can do is sort of play it like Kacey Musgraves does, where if you want, she's just doing the thinnest 4 strings. 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 1st. Okay? Or you can do sort of middle 4 strings, where 3rd, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. That's how I like to do it. A lot of the time I find it's easier to do. You don't really get the F bass note unless you can put your thumb there, but that's a difficult task. Basically, and the easiest possible version would be the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. Okay, that's sort of very mini F, just those 3 strings. But basically, you take that and you're going to be on C for 2 measures and F for 2 measures, G for 2, F for 1, and then G for 1. So family is family in church or in prison. You get what you get, but you don't get to pick them. They might smoke like chimneys, but give you the kidneys. Friends come in handy, but family is family. All right, so that's basically all I need for the song. You got the verse, you got the chorus, you got the riff, you know the chords, you got the strumming patterns. You should be good to go. So make sure you check out my website, playsongnotes.com. If you want to find all the lyrics with the chords and everything written up for you, you can read it off the website as you play or print things out yourself, and it's a great resource for you. But make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like what you see in this video. I have plenty other lessons on my channel already, and I would like to know what else you'd like to hear lessons for. So please send in your requests. I can't do them all, but it does help me sort of get an idea of what people want to hear. Otherwise, this has been David Potts with Song Notes. Above all things, I want you to pick up that guitar and play. So have a great night. Keep on rocking. Bye-bye.